drawn into. If it's famously for example, Batman Arkham Asylum, it's basically a Batman game, and there's been Batman games before, but the true essence why I personally really got stuck into that game and I really wanted to play more of it is because I felt like I was Batman. I felt I was the Dark Knight. I was the Gotham City's like I was becoming that. And that is not just because it was Batman, it's because the game was built in a way that I felt like it. It was designed in the best way, it was programmed, everything in a piece of content they made me feel and they made me experience something. And I have known that a lot of games that people talk about that are timeless today are those games that made the player feel something, not just
Mhm.
you walking around, you playing a game loop, or you just shooting a little bit. That's why also why story comes so deep in, because they remember more the story more than what they saw, what they there's a saying also. This is regarding also how we meet people. They will always forget your name, they will forget how you looked, and they will even sometimes even forget like who you are in general, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And that tapping in is, I think, is the secret how we can make someone become an ambassador from just someone that plays a little bit. If we make them feel something they haven't felt before, or feeling something they cannot get from a usual everyday place, I think
Yeah.
there is where we can tap into that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I recently did an article on kind of the power of story and the power of storytelling, and people want to escape. And again, we generally associate that very negatively. But what they're escaping from is the modernity of life, the mundane, or the woes of life, or just paying bills, or loneliness, or despair, or all these negative things you're trying to get away from. And just for a moment of time, a proper story can take you on a journey. And for 2 hours for a movie, you leave that behind. You leave the worries of the day behind and you get some reprieve. And a game has an even longer tail where it can pull you into a story and bring you on. I want to talk, though, a bit about from two different lenses. So it's going to be two questions,
Mhm,
but I'm going to prep one question and then ask another.
mhm,
So, one is I want to know if I'm a filmmaker listening to this and I say, okay, Ron, I'm in. What would be my next steps as a filmmaker? I have an awesome story. I have a script. My movie is being made. So there's going to be a movie. It's a cool genre. Let's say it's like mine is a steampunk sci fi Western, right? So it's a galactic kind of cool Firefly esque type of thing. And I say, man, I think this would work in a video game. And I'm ready to speak to some people.